Well, good morning. That might have been me turning my mic on too early. Sorry about that. I'm Len Bell, and this is Cindy Montana, and we're representing the elders this morning. And we want to bring you a financial update from our elder team. As elders, we're responsible not only to oversee the spiritual issues within the church, but also the financial issues. And with regard to the financial issues, we do not have good news. If you remember, back in July and then again in September, we came to our church family and talked about the dire financial situation that we were in. Well, the trend in our giving has been downward as a fellowship, and that trend has continued. If in response to those pleas in July and September, you have stepped up and given sacrificially, we want to know that we appreciate that so much, and this is not for you. But I want to give you an overview of our financial situation and how it's changed. So in this next slide, there'll be a very simple illustration to show you that as of January 1 of this current year, calendar year, we had a bank account as a church of about $50,000. And as of November 1, that bank account is now minus $50. Over the last year, we've been cutting expenses and on an ongoing basis, and now we're really at the bare bones. So in our next slide, it's very simple to explain how this has occurred. Our monthly expenses for payroll and for facilities and for insurance and minimal ministry has been in the area of $29,000 a month. Our giving, however, over a trend over the last 4 months, we've averaged $23,500. And that means that over the last many months, we have had to dip into that bank account on the order of about $5,500 a month. That means that if the trend continues, we will not be able to make payroll this month, and we will not be able to meet the facilities rental, places that we're meeting right now. So the elders met this week in an emergency meeting, and we were able to shave a few more dollars off of our ministry expenses, but not nearly enough to be able to cover the difference. So balancing this issue is going to be two-sided. One is to continue to reduce expenses, but secondly, to encourage an increase in giving. And so we want to tell you what we have done this past week at our meeting. We have eliminated and reduced some expenses. We've eliminated a sound technician position that we have been paying on a weekly basis, and that comes to about $200 a month. And we have had to stop giving to our missionaries, who we have been supporting for several years now, missionaries in Guadalajara, and we've had to cut out their salary support. In addition, we've had to reduce or eliminate actually the retirement monies for 2 of our staff, and that has come to $300 a month in savings. And finally, we've had to reduce the salary of 2 of our pastors. Taken all together, this will account for a reduction in our expenses of about $1,500 a month. The only other things that we can do on the expense side is to further cut our staff salaries, eliminate their health care insurance, or if we have to, eliminate staff. None of these are things that we want to do. Our current reality is that we need $9,000 by the end of this week to be able to make payroll. We also need an additional $4,000 a week over and above our averages that we've been having for the last few months just to meet our budget. That comes out to about $1,000 a week. This is not intended to be a guilt thing, it's just our reality. We have a second reality. On the next slide, this is kind of the giving trends within our church family. Since January, there have been only 2 families who have given $10,000 or more to the church, 10 who have given $5,000 to $10,000, and you can go through this list. The reality is that nearly half of our church has given less than $500 to Copper Hills since January 1. Therefore, half of our families are giving less than $12 per week on average. So those are our realities. Cindy, what are the solutions?